Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're talking about something super important, money mistakes. Specifically, the ones that are so easy to make in your 20s. Your 20s are this wild decade of figuring things out, starting careers, and having fun. But a few wrong moves with your finances now can really set you back later. I made some of these myself, so trust me, I'm speaking from experience. Let's dive into the biggest money mistakes to avoid so you can build a solid financial future. First up, the classic, not having a budget. I know, the word budget sounds boring and restrictive, but think of it this way. A budget is UNA about telling you what you can spend money on. It's a plan that empowers you to spend on what you truly value. It's just telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. You can use a simple app, a spreadsheet, or even just a notebook. Track your income, track your expenses, and see where it all goes. You'll probably be shocked at how much those daily coffees or impulse buys add up. Once you know your spending habits, you can make intentional choices. The second huge mistake is living on credit cards. It's so tempting, right? You get that first shiny card and it feels like free money, but it's a trap. Credit card debt is one of the most expensive kinds of debt out there, with interest rates that can be ridiculously high. Before you know it, you're just paying off interest and the original balance. My advice, use a credit card like a debit card. Only charge what you can afford to pay off in full at the end of the month. This helps you build credit without drowning in debt. If you're already in credit card debt, make a plan to pay it down as aggressively as you can. Start with the card that has the highest interest rate. Next, let's talk about lifestyle inflation. This is a sneaky one. You get your first real job, you get a raise, and suddenly you feel like you deserve a nicer apartment, a fancier car, and more expensive dinners. It's natural to want to upgrade your life as your income grows. But if your spending increases at the same rate as your income, you'll never get ahead. You'll just be stuck in the same cycle, living paycheck to paycheck, but at a higher cost. The key is to inflate your savings and investments first, then your lifestyle. When you get a raise, pretend it didn't happen for a few months. Automate a portion of that new income straight into your savings or investment account. Then you can decide what to do with the rest. Another major pitfall is not starting to invest. So many people in their 20s think, oh, I'll start investing when I make more money. Or it's too complicated. This is a massive mistake because the single most powerful tool you have in your 20s is time. Thanks to the magic of compound interest, even small amounts of money invested now can grow into a huge sum over the next few decades. You don't need to be a Wall Street genius. Finally, a mistake that's less about numbers and more about mindset, not negotiating your salary. This is especially common when you're starting your first job. You're just so grateful to have an offer that you accept whatever they give you. But that first salary sets the foundation for all your future earnings. A small increase now can compound into tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars over your career. Do your research. Know what the average salary is for your role and your location. Practice your pitch. The worst they can say is no, but if you don't ask, the answer is always no. Be confident in your value. So there you have it, 5 of the biggest money mistakes to avoid in your 20s. Don't be too hard on yourself if you've made some of these. The important thing is to recognize them and start making changes today. Your future self will thank you for it. What other money mistakes have you seen or made? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, and if you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos. See you next time.